Today is December 3rd, 2016, and I want to talk to you today about our software called Easync. You could call it Easync for short. Easync is a repricing software that we've developed that will change prices for you based on your source market. So if you have ordering from Amazon.com and you're selling on eBay.com, or you're purchasing from Walmart.com and you're selling on eBay.com, our software will make it easy to automate the process between the two. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to use Amazon whenever I'm explaining how it works. It is all going to work the same for Walmart.com or Overstock.com, but whenever you hear me say Amazon, just know that it works for any of the markets. I'm just going to do a basic overview of how the software works and how the website works. If you don't already have an account, to create an account is free. You can try free here. I'm just going to click sign in. And if you don't have an account, you can register here, but I'm just going to sign into my account. This is going to be a basic overview. So you see the stores that I have listed here. I have an eBay store and a Shopify store. When you create your new account on Easync, you won't have either one of these stores. All you'll have is the ability to add a store, and you'll need to link either your eBay store or your Shopify store if you have either one of those. So I'm going to go into the eBay store and show you some information. So right now, you see that I have 7,340 listings on eBay.com. This is in my eBay store. 14 of these listings are unknown listings, and we'll look at those in a minute. 371 listings are out of stock, and we'll talk a little bit more about listings in a little bit. So if I go to the listings that are in stock right now, you'll see these are listings that I have that are in stock, and they're sourced from Overstock.com. You see the title that I have, the title column, the source column, the listing column, which is my eBay listings, and then you see the price column. There's a settings column where I can adjust the prices and the profit margins for each listing individually, and that's called override, and I'll talk about override in a little bit. The next column is the delist. This is a much faster way of delisting items from your eBay store than using the eBay.com interface. So if I go to my listings, you'll see I have the option here. I'll come over to some of these. You'll see I've got the option here to change. I can change. These are from Amazon.com, and I have the ability to change the title here if I want. So if I choose this one, I'm gonna pull this up on eBay.com, and you see the list price is $59.77 on eBay.com. So if I pull up the listing, you see this is out of stock, which is actually a good thing. I can talk about the out of stock listings now. So if I want to go back and I want to see why this is out of stock, I'm going to pull up this listing on Amazon.com. So I go to this listing on Amazon.com. Now it looks like it's in stock right here, and it even says available with free prime shipping from other sellers. But if I go down and I view the sellers, you'll see this is actually temporarily out of stock, and Easync will recognize that. So this will be a zero quantity on my eBay store so that I don't sell this and then not be able to fulfill the order to the customer, to the buyer. And if I go to the listing here, see I can buy this from this third-party seller right here, but this does not qualify for free shipping, and it does not necessarily qualify for fast shipping. So today's December 3rd, this would arrive between the 9th and the 14th. And if I filter by prime, you'll see this is prime. It's out of stock. If I order it right now, it'll ship to me as soon as it's available, but it's not currently available. So if I go back to the listing here, this is a neat way to change the title of your listing. You can change from the listing screen. So you see the title. Let's say that I don't like the hyphen between the wet dry. I can change this, and let's go to the listing here. So you see that the wet dry has the hyphen in between. So if I change this and I just want a space and I hit save, this will load on Easysync's website, and it will automate on the eBay listing. So you see the hyphen there when I refresh here. So now the hyphen is gone between wet, dry. And that was automated for me between the two. So the next thing that I want to show you is the orders page. And I'll go over the columns. They're sorted by date, time, and then the transaction ID is the eBay transaction ID. It would pull up that eBay listing, and it would pull up the actual ID from the customer with their customer's information. The next is the eBay listing, the title, the column for the eBay listings. Next is the paid column. This is the total price paid by the customer. So for this top listing, the customer paid $41.58 for that item after tax. The source listing is the next column. The status with the order finish, and it has the order ID there that I could copy and paste into my Amazon.com account and pull up the details of that order. Next, it shows the estimated profit. This is based off of the tax. Some of this is in beta, so the actual profit here would have been maybe $16 or $17. Next, with the little truck, I could upload tracking here. If I had the tracking number, I could click this and add it. And then the details screen is going to give me the details of this order. It's going to give me the customer's full information, the shipping address, and all of that. And then I've got a notes screen where I could enter notes. You see on this third order here, if you go to the profit screen here, it appears that I've lost $13.18. This isn't the case for this listing. The customer paid $177.76, but you see there was an error with the order. This order failed whenever I placed the order. So again, this is in beta. This price has currently gone up. This profit is estimating based off of the current price of Amazon.com. So I sold it for $177.76. If I go to Amazon.com, let's see what size this was on eBay.com. So this was the 36 medium EU. So if I choose 36 medium EU, see the price is now $169.49. So if you go to if I go to the actual order, you see that I've got my order ID on this page. This is my Amazon.com order. When I manually placed this order earlier, here's this order, and I only paid $124 for this item. The point of the software is to be able to keep the profits between the two markets, between Amazon and eBay.com. So this order down here, you see they paid $442. My profit was $142.40 after tax. So if I deducted tax, my profits might be $130 or $120. So the next thing that I want to show, I'll do a quick overview of the tools. The out of stock, this is going to show all of my listings that are out of stock that have zero quantity. And again, the reason they have zero quantity is because they're out of stock on Amazon.com. The override is if I want to make a change to a specific listing, let's say I sell a lot of one item. Let's say there's a United States flag that I sell a lot of, and I want to increase the price. I could increase the margins for that listing, or let's say there's some markers that I sell a lot of. I could increase the price of those markers by 100% or 200% or 20% to whatever markup that I choose. The blacklist is to prevent listings that meet certain criteria. So if there's a brand that I don't want to sell, I can add that brand to the blacklist, and it'll prevent being listed when I go to create a listing. Or I can prevent certain keywords. If there's like an e-cig is against eBay policy, I could blacklist the word e-cig, and then whenever I try to create a listing using the Easync listing tool, it will prevent that item from being listed on the eBay.com, so I'm not violating any policies. The sync unknown listings, I'll go over the rest of these in another video. But if I go to sync unknown listings, if I currently already have a lot of listings on eBay and I'm using Amazon.com to source these, or any of these websites to source them, you can upload a CSV file with your eBay listing ID and your Amazon ASIN to the Easync website for repricing. The next one is the template that I want to talk about. If you have a brand or a certain store, a style that you want to upload, you can, or if you know HTML coding you can upload that template, and then all of your listings that you create will use that template so that they're all the same, so that will reflect your brand. The next thing I want to talk about is the repricing. So if I go to the repricing page, you can see the settings that I have here. I can turn it off here if I want to. And the quantity in stock will match the quantity from the market, from the source market. So if Amazon.com, let's say that there's 0 in stock, you saw it would change the eBay listing to 0 in stock. Let's say that I want all of my quantities to be 2 in stock on eBay.com. If Amazon.com only shows 1 remaining, my eBay store is not going to show 2, it's only going to show 1. So it will match the highest available quantity on Amazon.com if this is higher than that quantity. It does what you want it to do basically here. For the handling time, if some listings on Amazon.com have a 4 to 5 day business handling day time, it will show those listings will be out of stock on my eBay store because they don't meet the 3-day handling time criteria. For the range repricer, this can get a little bit confusing, and I'll just remove these. You can adjust price ranges here. Let's say that everything from 0, everything on Amazon that I've got listed for, that is in between these prices will yield an 8% profit or a 15% profit, whichever is greater. So this is not 15, I'm sorry, percent. So 8% profit or $15 profit, whichever is greater. This is factoring in eBay fees, PayPal fees, and Easync fees. So down here on the additional fees, let's say that I want to make more sales in quantity. I want to have more sales, so I would lower my percent profit and my margin fixed profit. I only want to make 1% profit on my listings or $1 per listing for each sale. This is after fees. So this is after my 40-cent Easync auto ordering fee, and this is after the fixed PayPal 30-cent fee for every transaction. And it's also after the 2.9% PayPal fee, and this is after the final value fee for eBay, which is typically 9%, but it depends on the category. Our repricer will adjust accordingly to the correct category on eBay.com. So that's what I wanted to show you, what this software does, and a basic overview of how this software works. I'll have other videos out shortly. And again, today is December 3rd, 2016, and I give the date so that if there's any changes on our website, I'll try to keep the videos up to date. So if you see things that aren't quite the same in this video, that's the reason for this. So again, some of this is in beta, so there will be changes by the time you're probably watching this video. Thanks very much for watching.